Hey, good people. I am Wes, your creative culinary connoisseur, and today I'll be making barbecue party meatballs. Before I get started, I want to share two things. First, some of my video clips for this video failed to record while I was making the video, but as I say in the entertainment industry, the show must go on. And secondly, this video is more so geared towards folks who are looking for an easy to make dish that is not only tasty, but relatively inexpensive. So if you're looking for a complex meatball recipe that Gordon Ramsay would approve of, then this is not the video. But for this video, I'll be using 3 simple ingredients. The first ingredient is the Casa homestyle frozen meatballs from Sam's Club, which will run you a little over $12 for a 5-pound bag. The second ingredient is a can of pineapple chunks with the pineapple juice, which will run you about $3.50. And the third ingredient is a large bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, which will run you about $4. So in total, to recreate this dish, you're looking to spend about $20. But my recipe calls that you only use half a bag of meatballs and half of the barbecue sauce, which would still feed a crowd of about 15 people. But if you get an extra can of pineapple chunks, then you could use the whole bag of meatballs and barbecue sauce, which would feed a crowd of about 30 folks. So for this recipe, you can cook the dish one of 2 ways. You can put all of your ingredients in a slow cooker and it will take roughly 6 hours on low to cook, or you can put them in the oven and cut the cook time in half. For this video, I chose to use the oven. So to kick things off, I empty half the bag of frozen meatballs into an aluminum tray. And this definitely does not have to be an exact measurement, but for an aluminum tray this size, you don't want to add too many meatballs to it because you run the risk of the ingredients overflowing out of the pan as it's cooking. Now that you put your meatballs in the pan, you want to make sure that the meatballs are spread out somewhat evenly. As I stated before, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but the goal is to have everything cooked around the same temperature. After that, I open a can of pineapple chunks and dump the pineapples with the pineapple juice into the aluminum pan. And just like with the meatballs, you want to spread it around somewhat evenly. Now once that step is done, you want to take your large bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You want to empty just half the bottle into the pan and spread it around somewhat evenly. Yes, folks, the phrase of the day is somewhat evenly. Now once that step is done, you put the pan of meatballs into the oven and heat it at 375 degrees for 3 hours. Now towards the 2-hour mark, you're going to notice that the liquid in the pan is starting to rise. That is when you take the pan out of the oven, you give the meatballs a good stir, and put them back in the oven for the remaining time. Now once that's finished, you're ready to serve the meatballs to a hungry crowd. So indeed, this is a very easy recipe, and it's also a crowd favorite. Rarely do I have leftovers when I make this dish. But if you like this dish and you want to support the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, I want to know your thoughts on this recipe. Feel free to leave all comments below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.